believe so. But as you can see, look, all of this is our. Look at the trade along these trade lines here. All this is ours. Most of this, look at that, 10,279. We are quite clearly the most dominant trading nation in Europe, if not the entire world at the moment. Their trade is being hit very hard. Liverpool is still open here, but that's about it. So I can probably see them moving in for Scotland here to try and get Glasgow open, and maybe even Waterford down here as well. Has been moving troops to the border, and look at that fleet they've got there. That's the problem we've got here. If we go up against France, look what we would be facing. The French really do have a huge amount of firepower at their disposal. But we have 2 more turns, my friends, or 1 more turn at least. Oh no, they're moving down. Don't tell me they're going to attack Britain. They're attacking Britain. Greetings and welcome to episode 4 of my Napoleon Total War Darth mod Kingdom of Norway campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time. And before we start this episode proper, my friends, I'd like to thank every single one of the council for your exemplary advice, your exemplary proposals. They really have helped beyond you can possibly imagine, my friends. It really has been an absolute joy to read and respond to all your comments. They have helped this campaign beyond anything you can imagine. It really is that important, and the council really is absolutely leading the front here. It is sort of pushing the campaign in this sort of beautiful, sort of coherent, cohesive way. It really is. It's beautiful to see that sort of the tactics and strategy sort of evolving. So as we sort of gain that power through our trade, we're able then, because of the council's advice, to sort of have the armies in place, so when something happens, we're able to pounce, we're able to strike within just a moment's notice. And that, my friends, leads me to the very first thing on the topics here we've got to discuss this today now, and that is the fort around Christiania here, the large star fort I decided to upgrade. There's a number of councils saying, Malik, you don't need to have this. This is really something that is maybe a bit of an overkill here. It would be far, far better to invest the money, because this costs over 13,000 gold to get this star fort in position. It would be far better to invest that money in troops with a standard defence, which you already have, and also to put that money into our naval forces as well, be it combat forces and trade forces. So again, I'm going to take the council's advice. I think I overstepped there. I got a little bit too carried away with how we were doing, especially with the money we're bringing in at the moment. So, but I think the council's advice is absolutely spot on here once again. So we're going to cancel the large star fort, and straight away we've gone to 51,000. Now hopefully we can build up a really nice sort of bank here of money, something that we can, a surplus of money which we can guarantee out. We're hoping to push towards 100,000 eventually. Now that will carry us over for a couple of years, just in case things either go slightly awry. Maybe one of our the trade port here might become besieged, something might happen in the long run where we might have to call on money we don't have available straight away. So that will definitely look to build quite a large surplus here. Also, there have been a number of calls for council members to become generals. Now here we have here General Chris Kowalski here, and also here, my friends, we have Alex Kinsler here. Now these are two of the generals that are going to be assaulting Scotland here, because Scotland is going to be taken, my friends. We are going to hit Scotland, and again based upon the council's advice, and again that advice has been absolutely wonderful to see. Now all of the council have pretty much unanimously said you need to take Scotland as quickly as possible and leave 2 armies there. Leave the armies in position, because you can absolutely guarantee they will either A, be a rebellion, which is, we can pretty much guarantee that's going to happen, B, England or Britain as it were, Great Britain, might even attack and try and take Edinburgh off us, because as it were we are, dare I say, you know, in inverted commas, a foreign power trying to invade sort of Britain as it were. So you can see the sort of the way things are sort of moving here. So it's vital that if we take Edinburgh and we commit all of our forces to this, if we take Edinburgh, we must hold it against whatever comes our way. There's also been a call that we potentially move against Ireland, but remember, Ireland are allies with France and Spain. We simply cannot fall foul of those 2 nations. We simply cannot. And or there is the call that if we gather strength, we gain enough combat vessels, we get enough trade in here, and we really do strengthen ourselves considerably. If we take Edinburgh, we're not going to assume anything of yet. Once Edinburgh is in our hands, then we will look differently. We might be able to move downwards here, take London, maybe even take Cardiff, and bring all of Britain under our control. And my word, what an absolute boon that would be. Could you imagine if we had London as a production centre at our disposal? It would skyrocket us into one of the major powers in Europe. It really, really would. But for the foreseeable future, we must focus on what we can actually do here. So we're going to use the combat vessels we have here. You've got the Unicorn, and we've also had a call here from, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, I really do. It's, I think, Jasper Van Maiden. I think it's either Jasper or Jasper Van Maiden. I hope I pronounced your name wrong, my friend. If I have, I do apologise if I pronounced any of your names wrong. No sort of intent on my part to pronounce, you know, to be insulting your names. But we've got Admiral Jasper Van Maiden here, who's going to be the sort of the admiral commanding our fleet here as well. Now there are and there will be other opportunities for other council members to move into here and be part of this part of the campaign here, either as an admiral or as a general. Please let me know in your comments. I will definitely do my best to make sure that everybody gets a part at some point. We also have here, we're bringing in the Unicorn. We have our 80 ship gun of the line here, so we're going to really put this. We have General Admiral von Marsden here. A gentleman moving into position here. Let's get our first here. Let's get General Zovaski here. Now we can't move any further, so we can't strike Scotland just yet. So that straight away puts us, and at least we know where we stand now with this. Right, so we can't move now. We have to, if we're going to strike Scotland, we can only hope that this force moves further south. If it doesn't, we can still hit Scotland. Actually, they've drained a lot of their forces. I think we could probably do this even if we only have these 2 forces here. We're going to move this ship just like this ship out of the way to give ourselves access to this inlet here, so we can maybe be able to strike Edinburgh from behind here, which is absolutely ideal. We have got the cotton supplies here from this trade post from St. Augustine, which would then link to this trade route directly here. But we are going to play this very, very cautiously here. Now, we do have recruitment of 4 regiments coming in here. This is to guard whilst these armies are in combat duty elsewhere. And actually, I wonder how our with Sweden is doing here. Indifferent at the moment. +4. Not bad at all. They're actually better than I thought. So we've actually turned that around there. And of course, Kingdom, Spain and France are indifferent, but it's +7 now. So we are turning things around here as well. It's just a shame we don't have any more trade ports, but hopefully that will change very soon. Now, research technology, and a number of the council will say we need our own research technology and not to rely on other nations to provide it for us, because we don't know when our money might not be available to buy that that technology, which is absolutely spot on. We'll make sure we try and do the best here we can. We've got every single technology that every other nation has produced, but ideally we'd like to produce our own at some point. Let's just quickly check France, because France really are the sort of the nation that are pushing them. We actually got more than they've got, which is excellent to see. Right, let's end the turn here, my friends. Let's keep an eye on what Scotland are going to do. This is absolutely crucial here. Absolutely crucial. I think from Scotland as well. Have they moved back? This is absolutely. Now, what will Ireland do? Ireland. We can just leave France. We can leave the sort of shenanigans going on here in Europe. As you can see, they're already upgrading Paris substantially here, which means they could be potentially setting themselves up for an attack against somebody. We haven't seen much movement from the French, which is surprising. Napoleon seems to be quite content to sit on what he has at the moment. But Spain is on the move constantly here. But to where and to why? Remember, we are friendly with Spain. We're hopefully going to keep that, may long that continue, because you can see they do have quite... Now that's not good. That is not good. This is exactly what we have to be wary of here. Very, very wary of that indeed, sir. Now, oh my gosh, it's still not in place here. Now, we're just going to quickly check Scotland's diplomatic status as well. We need to make sure they haven't allied with anybody. We must be careful here. If they've allied with somebody, then we cannot simply just jump in here. They've got no allies. They're at war with Britain and with... But their trade with France here could prove detrimental. We have to be careful. What's our trade? That's dropped. Now let's see if we can try and reinitiate with France here. Why is... with Spain. Why is Spain dropped there? Now they were friendly with us. Why is that happening? It's very strange indeed. We want to keep them sweet, but we don't want to do it so much. No, they're only rich. We're spectacularly wealthy here. We're strong as well. Okay, if we're going to do this... Can we move all the way in here? We don't know what's in there. I think we're going to wait one more turn here. They've moved to here. And they've taken a sound thrashing here, sir. So obviously they've been to attack. I don't know if we're going to move around to here. The council did say to block this port here. We can't move out here because if we attack now, we're going to lose that element as a prize here. We're going to wait one more turn and see what happens. It's open. It's still open. That army's been absolutely thrashed by Britain. That Scottish army has been absolutely hammered into the dirt. What will Britain do? Nothing at the moment. If they send troops, we've got to grab it this time around now, immediately off the bat here, off the march. I know it's taking a time. We are gambling here with the potential of Scotland reasserting its power. We have to do this. My goodness me, look how strong that Spain are. That is ridiculous. What do they have in here now? They've definitely increased this, but that's what we had to expect.
Jawohl, Sir. Bereit zum Kampf. Segel setzen. Gesammelt. Truppen, ja, vorwärts. Und auf, Jungs, holt auf. Schlachtlinie bilden.
Well, we've done it. We've made that move.
Befehle, Captain. Befehle. Klar, zum Gefecht.
Damn, they've got two ships in there now. They're definitely going to come for us.
Bereit machen. Dies ist ein Schiff, Sir.
They've got another ship in the queue there. We have to take this as quickly as possible. Let's end the turn, my friends. What will Scotland do? Will they come out now to attack us? If they do, At least we're close together now here. Yes, indeed, sir. And they've also brought in reserve. No, this is their reserves here. But they've got. Oh, look at that regiment here. And they've also got them very well up. But they've only got that there. We've got nothing here to fear. We've got plenty of cavalry here. We're going to take this fight, my friends. Let's begin this attack here. Can't wait to get Edinburgh off the march here. This will be a brutal fight. We outnumber them considerably here. But because they've got artillery, see, it puts them in their favour there. They've also got. We've got to watch out for where those reserves are coming in from. Let's begin. Let us begin. This is going to be a brutal fight here. Be under no illusions here. So this is. I believe this is us here. Yes, we're the defenders. We're going to sit back, let them come upon us, but we're going to hunt down and seek down their units. We've got plenty of cavalry here, which will do so. Look at this. Brutally cold here. Brutally cold. Now we've got plenty of cavalry. Let's have a look at the count. Look at that. Now, many of you have already been. No, excellent. We don't. We can actually dismount here as well, but luckily we've got plenty of. I do like this sort of diamond formation here. I do like the diamond formation. We are going to be hunting. There they are there in the distance. Now we've got to be careful where the reinforcements are coming in from. That's crucial. Now where is our... Well, there's the general. What we're going to do, we're going to alter this. We're going to alter this. If you can noise in the background, my friends, it is, as you can possibly, someone who is snoring quite profusely after a very long walk today. We've also got a cavalry here on this left flank as well. We're now going to make sure that we absolutely cover our bases here. We cannot fall into the trap of just allowing them. I think we'll actually pull back. But we can't pull back too much because we don't know if they're going to be coming in from behind us here. We're going to shorten our lines here, just pull in things a little bit. We've got Jaeger. Let's pull the Jaeger back. We've got light infantry troops here. We want these gentlemen to be... We don't have any artillery either. That's the main problem we're facing here. We will be facing the full brunt here of... What we are going to do is just make sure that everything is covered here, because we've got 3 regiments coming in here at the front, but where are the rest of those forces coming in from? That really is important here, that we are ready to meet. Just for the moment, let's shorten the line here. So let's shorten the line up here. Let's pull these gentlemen back here so we can get ourselves properly into position here. Now, we've got these 3 regiments which can meet this initial attack. That's absolutely fine. We'll put in the 16th regiment here. As well. We are going to make sure that we've got some reserves here to make sure we meet any incoming. So we're going to leave these gentlemen. We'll put 1 more regiment here just in case. And the rest are going to be put into reserve because we want to be able to make sure we meet this attack. We don't know where that attack's coming from. That's the crucial thing here. These gentlemen be moved into position here. So let's pull these. We've got 4 regiments in reserve. We're going to put these gentlemen here. 2 regiments, 1 regiment here for the moment. Another regiment here. Now you may be thinking, man, what are you doing, sir? But the reason we're doing this is to cover the flanks, because we don't know where they're going to come in from, their reserves. So if we do this, if we almost go into almost a hedgehog formation here, and we have these reserve troops, these sort of light infantry troops, just guarding the rear here as well. Let's get them into some kind of formation here. And here as well. That way, we've almost gone into this sort of box formation here of defence, so we can cover anything that comes our way. We can also adjust our forces depending on what happens. They're quite clearly going to be aiming for our general here, so we can pull the general back a little bit here. We've got the cavalry here ready to respond as well. Let's pull them forward a little bit here. We've also got cavalry on the left and right, again to respond what happens. Let's begin. Right, we've got our reserves coming in. Let's go up there and meet these here. got to put an end to this as quickly as possible. There it is. There it is. That's what I mean. I'm going to draw them in here. If they want to fight, then we'll oblige.
Linieninfanterie bereit, Sir.
They've shifted a lot there. Doing what the blazes are you up to?
Our men are running, sir.
Of course they're running. That's it, lads. What the blazes are they just sitting around here for? Move! Yes, they've gone. Oh my goodness me, look how many dragoons are here. Oh. Onto the stakes, look at that. Onto the stakes.
Our men are running, sir.
Those colours. Devil's having a foot, sir.
Our men are running, sir.
Of course they're running, but their job was to hold back those here. Oh my goodness me, this is ridiculous, sir.
Our men are running, sir.
Where are these new troops? Here they are. What the blazes? Yes, they're starting to buckle here, sir.
Our men are running, sir.
Got to break this flank here. Look at this. It's like him to become a one. Yes, break you absolute colours. Reform the line.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
Fatigued? There's no time for fatigue, sir. Start to break here. We've got to break this line here. Let's turn things around by here.
Our men are running, sir.
That's fine. They've done their job. Mine ain't done their job beautifully. Yeah.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Where the blazes are they getting this morale from? Come on now, sir. Saved our skin really well. We've got to watch out for these spikes here, these stakes. That's it, that's well done. They're breaking, they're breaking. Yes, enemy general is gone.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yes, look at these gentlemen coming in here. Hold, lads. Hold. Take out this 6-pounder. Right, damn, they're not going to get it very easy, are they? In that case, we shall do it the old-fashioned way, sir. Don't you die, don't you die, sir.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Get in there. did it, my friends. Heroic victory. We did it. The council has once again proven our wonder there. We lost 2,460. It wasn't a battle without a look at that.
Bereit machen für Enterangriff.
Sure to resolve that one because we know. Oh, look at that! They actually lost a ship. Or did they? No, they didn't. No. Actually, I was going to retreat there, but we've got these two ships here. I bet they try and blockade. Yeah, here they go. Damn it! Let's try and retreat. No. Damn, lost a trade route there. But we've got to take Scotland out now. We have to remove it. We can't lose any more trade. That's my whole point there, because any nation that attacks our trade, we're in trouble. And we've lost that. That's one. I think that's one of the key trade points. But we expected it. We have to expect that. We are going to take casualties if we had launched a war against somebody. We're going to take casualties here. But my word, what a fight that was against Scotland. It was brutal, but we gave them a sound thrashing, sir. Spain. Oof, that is a huge amount of force they've got there. Now, we should just maintain the siege here momentarily. But what we are going to do got one merchantman left on this trade route here of cotton. Have at you, sir. I think we'll take that on board, actually. We'll add that to our fleet. We might have lost a few ships here, which we have. That doesn't mean we're going to stop our trade here. No, we've seen our first combat here, sir. Now, I think we can take this, my friends, immediately. Yes. It's ours. We'll peacefully occupy it. We've taken Scotland, my friends. We've taken Scotland. Wow. First thing we do is we repair. Look at that. Do we get a small star fort here? That's the key question. Now this can be upgraded immediately. Commercial port. Let's bring in this army here. Now they can both now replenish and repair. It's going to take quite a while for that to happen. We've already got a general here, but my goodness me. We can get line infantry here, skirmishes, our standard fare. Oh, cobble roads, yes, let's invest in the infrastructure. Now, we can actually change these when magistrate to something else. I think we might change this. An ordnance factory indeed, sir. 5 turns, it'll take 5 years for that to happen, but still we've done what we need to do here. What can we do? We can only get 38 guns here. Of course we haven't upgraded it yet. There's a commercial port. We can actually then, once we've upgraded, we can actually go then to 74 guns. But I think what we will do is, because we're so close to these trade routes here, we'll actually start putting our merchantmen into position here. We then send these gentlemen back here for repair and replenishment. And now can we open up additional trade routes? Not yet. Hasn't opened up additional trade routes for us just yet. Which is absolutely fine. So this is not going to give us anything new at all here. Which we might in that case then. If we're not going to get any additional trade routes here, because quite clearly, as you can see, otherwise we would have that. Let's have a look. Excellent. +1 to command when attacking on land, which is excellent to see. Ah. Even better. And there's our 64 gun. We'll actually get this merchantman out here because to start replenishing these lost ships here. I wonder if we turn this into a dockyard then, into a fully fledged dockyard, because this here is a commercial. Let's end that a second. This is a commercial port here, but it's not going to give us any additional trade lines. As you can see, we can't actually get any more trade. Because they're all full of capacity. I wonder if we turn this into a dockyard. And go into a full combat footing here or in Scotland. I can do this if the council decides this is not the right decision to do. So if we use Stavanger here as our main trade port, and then we use Edinburgh or Glasgow, I beg your pardon, as our combat force, as it were, a combat naval force here. Now look at that there. That's island there. We're going to concern ourselves with island just yet. That's 406. It's already coming under. We're doing quite well actually here. I wonder if we turn this into a dockyard. I think that's what we'll do. And in the meantime, we'll continue this here. We'll start putting our merchant fleets in here as well. We can still do that, but it'll give us the ability to start putting frigates and guns in here. What's next after this? We could have done fire in advance, example, when we were the defenders. Now how long is it going to take here? Very slow replenishment rate. It's going to take a while for these to replenish. Now, do we get a small star fort here? I think we'll invest in that star fort just to make sure we hold on to Scotland here, Edinburgh. And again, slow replenishment rate. It's going to take a while for these to replenish, but we've done what we need to do here, and that's take Scotland as the council is deemed fit and worthy of us to do here. So we need to definitely make sure that we've got everything here. Well, I think what we've got here, I think we will actually get some Jaeger, and I think we're definitely going to put a reasonable size force here. I think we'll actually have a garrison commander, master gunner, petty tyrant. It's expensive. It's minus 10% to losses in an area attrition, minus 1 to morale, but that's compensated by here, by this one here. So there's pretty much I think we'll have Hindertingstrom here. Will be our new garrison commander of Christiania. Now, what will be the repercussions of what we've just done? Everyone is indifferent, even Spain. But then again, we can only expect that. That's just dropped a little bit here. Hopefully we can build this up. But we're going to start moving additional forces into here. I wonder if we can start then, because our main trade port is here. We want to guard this. Whatever happens, that needs to be regarded. Is there any more technology here that we can grasp hold? Let us just quickly see what's going on here. Now, national census +2 to global tax rate, public schooling, court of justice, but it'll give us spawns maximum of 1 gentleman here, +10 to research. Now we don't need that, but this national census we can definitely use for that global tax rate. So let's see if we can buy this off them here. And we'll have payments, we'll offer 2,000 straight off the bat here. No, I wonder if we offer them then. Indeed, sir. Now, that's cost us, but it's actually we need to get as much as we can here whilst we can. French Empire. Oh my goodness me, they got mass mobilization. They've actually got it. Ow, we need to get this. We need to get this. Yes, we've got it. I don't believe it. We've actually got it. A drill school. Look at this. We can get grenadiers, Norwegian ski troops, dragoons, full dragoons, and we can get them with the echelons, double echelons. We're definitely going to get this. Drill school is now in production. 5864, that's dropped a little bit there, but it'll still take us over 50,000 in the bank there. We can then move these gentlemen into here. What a productive year that was there, my friends. A wonderful sight there. We've taken Scotland. Let's see what the repercussions of that will be now. What will Ireland do? We must be... No, their enemies are... Consider we don't want to get into any sort of shenanigans there. No, we're just going to... We're just going to refuse that. Don't do it, Ireland. Oh, it's okay. You just keep your war with Britain underway there. We're going to keep ourselves... We've done what we want to do. We've struck against a nation that doesn't have any allies, but it's had many, or at least 2 enemies. What a fight that was. You have got to be joking me. You have got to be joking me. Because we took Scotland, they're now at war with us. Wow, I have seen it all now. Well, that is an absolute... Then we definitely need to get these ships back as soon as possible. Right out. Our naval recruitment, 80 gun, we're definitely having, that's 4 turns though. We definitely got to invest in these guns here. But I think we'll get another 74 gun here, that's 4 turns. If they come for us, Britain, which is a very good chance they might do. Right, let's get some cavalry here, just to make sure we are covered. 6036. Why they keep cancelling that with us, I don't know. Now we're at war with Russia, and we're at war with the United Kingdom. This is unbelievable. Try and no, they really don't like us. Minus 76, minus 148 here. That's because we've expanded into their territory, which is absolutely fine. Let's see if we can open up that trade agreement again. Now I wonder if we can get... Looks like Britain has declared war upon us. Can we get an alliance with France? But I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it right here, I think, my friends. We're not going to go any further here. I think we can actually raid this now. We could raid this Russian trade line. Now we've got to be careful now, because quite clearly Russia is going to strike against us here in some form or other, and so is Britain by the looks of it. Maybe even striking against our trade routes here. That is inevitable. But while Ireland is still attacking them here, well, Ireland have got the control here, as you can see. Let's see what we've got here. That's if you want, sir. Let's see how you like that. If that's what you want, then you've got it, sir. You shall have that war. That's going to take us a long time to get these replenished, but actually they're going out quite not as bad as I thought. Ah, there it is. We get drill school in here as well. I only hope that we can get that star fort ready before the British attack. If they attack us here, we've got to be ready. Wait a minute. There's no... They don't have any trade up here at all. Wow. They've actually abandoned this trade port here. Let's have one... Let's try and get peace with them at least. We'll give them a state gift. Now that there should just sort of... They're indifferent with us now. So we can request peace. Not give them mass mobilization. We'll give them that and that. No. Right, 4,100. We got 6,557 coming in. That's going to take us to nearly 50,000 there. But what will Britain do? But I'm going to leave this to the councils here. What do we do here in terms of our next step here? Do we try and move against Britain here? Because Cardiff is quite clearly undefended. There's no one here at all in Cardiff. We could take this and actually capture Wales and even maybe go against London as well, possibly. But if we can move, if we could only get another force into there, we could actually take... What we can't afford to do is lose Christiania. We cannot afford to lose Christiania. It's as simple as that. That is absolutely pivotal that we hold on to this. That's why we're getting... Actually, we probably don't need... We need 2 cavalry. We'll actually put some more infantry in here as well. The cavalry is to chase down any sort of lingering and forces there. Ireland obviously quite clearly want an alliance with us. Do we now get an alliance with Ireland? But I'm going to leave that decision to you, my friends. I'm going to leave that to the council. What do we do from here now? We're going to end this episode here now. This will be the last episode in this particular run of the Kingdom of Norway. The next will probably be the Empire Total War USA campaign, probably, my friends. We're going to end this particular run now. So we've had 4 episodes of this campaign, but we will be coming back to it. Don't fear, my friends. Just because you may not see this for maybe a few weeks doesn't mean it's going to end. We'll definitely be coming back to this. But I need to know the council's advice now. What do we do here now? We can, of course, build this up into being quite a very powerful fleet here. We've already got another 74 gun in position here as well. Right, so Russia's joined war and enemies with us as well. That's going to prove a big problem for us. Let's be under no illusions here how difficult that's going to be, especially if they strike against us. Do they have any ports here? They do here. There's only a trading port, but they've got a dockyard here in Straya Ladoga. Whew, I think we're in for quite the fight, to be honest with you. I'm glad we started the recruitment of our navies here. At least we've got some ships, but I fear that our trade routes are going to be hit pretty hard. Got this sloop here. I wonder if we just check around what's around here just before we end this episode. Six 706. Let's seal off Britain altogether now. They've got a massive force here. Oh my goodness, we look at the navy they've got there. We've got no hope against that type of firepower. 98 guns, second rate. That's only merchant. That's the fleet we've got to watch out for. But they don't have anything here at all. We could move down here and take London, and we could take Wales. They've got nothing here. They've got all their forces are in here. They've got a dry dock here. That dry dock is producing HMS Elephant. Now, I was warned about HMS Elephant. HMS Victory and Hibernia. Oh my good. 5 HMS Victory. My goodness me, if they unleash that upon us, we are in trouble. So I'm going to leave this at the council's capable hands, because we really know what we're doing. We've cut off all their supply of trade. Hopefully we can starve them out here in terms of their money. Hopefully they'll start to loot, but they can do a lot of damage with these forces here. We simply don't have the forces. They might even start to attack Edinburgh here, and we don't have anything replenished. All these are replenished, thankfully, quite quickly. But this gentleman is going to take a while for his forces to replenish, but they're already, some of them are already back to full strength almost, which is good to see. We're also putting a star fort around here, so that should help us. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to leave this in your capable hands to decide what you want to do with this here, because it really is important that we know now we have a clear plan. We've taken Scotland, but Britain has declared war upon us because we've done that. But we could even strike against Britain here in a very, very hard way here, but we'd have to be careful of trying to keep Scotland under our control. But my friends, I'd like to thank all of you once again for your wonderful advice. Thank you for all your support. It's been absolutely wonderful. It really, really has. But once again, my friends, I leave this in your capable hands. What is our next mission? What is our next turn? What do we do now, my friends? What is our next, shall we say, timetable here? Do we hold on to Scotland, dig in, try and build our fleet up, or do we actually move against Britain itself here? But if we move against Britain, we could lose Scotland, because again, as you can see, we've still got this resistant occupation. It will fall quite quickly here. Trade port here, nothing at all. We've turned this into a dockyard primarily to try and get ourselves that combat fleet we need. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. Whatever you're doing, please be safe, and until next time, my friends, bye for now.